Good evening, class. Good evening, class.
Good evening, madam.
Okay, hope you are well this evening. And before I start my class, let me call, I ensure if you are all in. Doreen Kagi. Mercy. Jesse.
Present.
Eric.
Present.
Robert. I see all of you. Today we are going to tackle on procurement. And we look on procurement methods. And before we end our class, we have to know or we define what is a procurement method, explain the types of procurement methods, and last, we describe the procedure involved in open tendering. Definition of procurement methods. I need Eric to define the procurement method kindly.
Okay, madam. Procurement method refers to the various approaches and processes used by organizations to acquire goods, services, or works from external suppliers or contractors. These methods help organizations obtain the necessary resources to support their operations, projects, or initiatives. Different procurement methods may be employed depending on factors such as the nature of the procurement, budget constraints, legal requirements, and specific organizational needs.
Wow, that's good. Clap for Eric. Yeah, the procurement methods, these are the methods that we use in the organization to ensure that we acquire our goods and services in order to run in and out or daily activities in an organization. That is the procurement methods. And then we have common types of procurement, and definitely we have several of them. We have several methods. One, we can see we have open tendering. We have direct or single supplier. We have restricted tendering. We have e-procurement, where e-procurement, this is whereby you are using online to acquire goods and services. And then the last one, we have the request of proposal. And we are going to look on the common ones, which are always used in an organization, that is open tendering and direct or single supplier. These are the methods we are normally use. And we are going to start on open tendering. Kindly, Doreen, can you read what is open tendering?
Open tendering, this is a method that involves publicly advertising the procurement opportunity, allowing any interested supplier to submit bids or proposals. It promotes competition and transparency.
Yeah, thank you. That's open tendering. Open tendering, we can advertise. We can advertise in order to get the bidders or those who are interested to supply. And if they are interested, they can submit their bids or proposal. And this is the most transparent method used in organization, that is open tendering. And then we have direct tendering. Kindly, Jesse, can you define what is tendering? Direct tendering?
Direct tendering is also known as a single source procurement or sole source procurement. Procurement method where an organization directly or approaches a specific supplier or a contractor to provide goods, services, or works without inviting competitive bids from multiple suppliers. Thank you.
Okay, that is it. Direct tendering, you can also known as single tendering, procurement, or a sole source. This is where an organization maybe can spot a supplier and go directly to him or her in order to procure goods and services if they know that those goods that they want to supply are in the right quantity, maybe they can deliver in the right delivery place in a very fast. Again, they look at quality, the quantity, the time. Those are the rights the organization may look, and to ensure that they invite the bidders or the multiple ones, they use that is an direct. And then we have steps. We have steps in open tendering. And tendering is in open tendering, advertise the organization publicly advertise the tender opportunity through various channels such as newspapers, websites, should contain details such as submission or deadline, projects, and the requirements. Before you want to acquire goods, first of all, you to have the document, or maybe you advertise it to maybe by using newspapers, websites, and before you submit, they usually indicate the deadlines for projects and the requirement. That is the public advertisement. The second one, Eric, can you read for us?
Okay, we have pre-qualification, where they say the bidders should meet certain criteria, such financial stability, experience, and once they pre-qualified, bidders allowed to participate in tender.
Yeah, that is the pre-qualification. This is where the bidder who is interested may acquire that document and ensure that is participating. And before we look on those documents, we have to ensure that the supplier is financially stable. We also look at the experience of the supplier. Yeah. And then the third one, Jesse, what do you know? What do you have on your screen kindly?
Number three, bid preparation. We have interested suppliers obtained the tender document, which include invitation to tender, terms and conditions, and any other relevant information, and submit before deadline.
Yeah. Where now the supplier has already filled that document and is ready now to take those bids to the institution so that we can, for the procurement, to take the evaluation. And the fourth stage is bid evaluation. Procurement teams collaborate with other stakeholders, check in the bidding meet the tender or the requirement. This is where by the organization now, they ensure that or they check if the supplier has met the qualification for the relevant information. That is bid evaluation. And then after now we have looked on if the supply is qualified, we can now contract. We can have the good relationship between the supplier and the organization. And this after the evaluation, the organization select the successful bidder who was already meet the requirement that we were checking on. And before we end our class, I need to give you the assignments. And the assignments, you are going to live on the circumstances where to use the open tendering. Do you get me, class? Yeah. So
Yes,
that's
madam.
thank you. So we need to do on that assignment, and then you forward through my email, maybe by next week. And I think that we have met the objective of today's class. Thank you very much. Have a blessed good night. Then we meet on the next class. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.